obviously your team keeps playing hard, but you just can't seem to get over that hump. What do you have to say about tonight?
That was the same thing in the game. We couldn't get over the hump, and I thought our guys were fighting, and they were doing some good things. We had two true freshmen in there, Ortega and Milos. I think they did some nice things, but Baylor didn't let us get over the hump. We had a couple of inefficient offensive plays. We came out of a timeout and threw the ball out of bounds and kind of, a couple of those. But overall, I think we took a 1-point lead at one time, and then all of a sudden I think they hit two really good shots. I mean, they're just really hard when you got Langston Love coming off the bench scoring 19. You got those three guards, and then you got guys playing the roles like Loner who gets offensive rebounds. Thamba's stats don't show how much of an elite screener he is. He is an elite screener, and those guys the guards know how to shift and bring you right off that ball screen. And it's a hard shot for a lot of people, but it's really not for their guards. When you go over the ball screen, you take one dribble and pull and hit that three with that guy kind of trailing, and those guys hit so many of those. They make that shot look easy, and it's a credit to them.
You had Jacob trying to get other guys enrolled, not get Ortega starting, and Bijan in the last game. Just talk to me about what you've been trying to see with the rotations and trying to get some guys in with some more minutes.
You're just trying to, with Jacob. It was great to see Jacob. I thought Jacob had a great energy to him. He's all about the team. He came in, made some shots, made some nice things. He had 6 points in 11 minutes. I thought he was real efficient. He had 2 rebounds. I thought it's just hard with the minutes. You're trying to, jumpstart some young guy. Ortega gets some more minutes. Ortega got 21 minutes tonight. Joe Bama still got 18. I still got a ton of confidence in Bijan, but I thought in that kind of atmosphere, you had. I thought Ortega and Milos did some good things. I thought Grant had really got the ball moving. He had back to 7 assists. That was good to see him get 7 assists.
Coach, how different was this team with Trauma back?
It's just because he's a 3-point threat. I think he took 5 of them tonight. So when he sets a screen and he pops, is just different than when Thamba rolls. And he pops, and all of a sudden, so you got to be really aware of what you're going to do in your ball screen coverage. You got to stunt and everything. But he had 2 out of 5. That's 6 points on five shots. And but he's different because that threat. You got to make a decision. And I tell you, defensively, he's switching 1 through 5. And I tell you, Thamba, they were doing that too. But he's just an elite defender, gives you a bounce shooting-wise. But he definitely adds. And you can just tell he adds spirit too. League's better with him in it. I told him that when I was shaking hands with him. He's a special one.
Coach, what was going right for y'all when y'all made that comeback and took the lead?
I thought we were going downhill. And I thought we were having good possessions. I thought we got some transition baskets. I thought we got some we got outran in transition. I thought the ball was moving, and I just thought we were playing with a good pace. I thought we really, in that stretch, I thought we had really good possessions. And that's what we got to do. We got to play with that kind of a pace.
Any additional questions for Coach? All right,
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Keyonte, you got off to a really hot start. Was there any motivation after the first game against them to get off to a better start?
Y'all seen last game. We was kind of flat the whole game, and that's a good OU team. And if you stay flat, they can come out and beat you. So it was just, trying to find ways to be efficient, get to the paint. That really was my main focus, and just make winning plays. So that's what I was trying to do in the first half.
Langston, you had 19 points. A lot of things just opening up for you. You had some drives. You hit some threes.
My teammates just did a good job in putting me in positions to get to my strong hand and do different things. I just took what the defense gave and just tried to make the best play possible.
Langston, particularly with LJ out as much as he was, did you feel like you needed to do more, or do you ever just kind of go with the flow?
I just go with the flow, Basketball's up and down. People are going to be out. People are going to be in. I just try to as a team, we just got to have each other's backs and just keep pushing together.
Keyonte, you guys obviously are 0-3. You've won 7 of the last 8 in the Big 12. You're only a game behind now. But what do you feel like's come together for you guys?
I mean, just playing hard, and y'all hear it all the time, but we just focus on controlling what we can control. That's playing hard, finding each other, running the floor, playing defense, and those are things you can control. We can't control if we gonna make shots or how the refs gonna ref the game. So we just go out there and ultimately play for each other. Play, we talk about playing for an audience of one, and we try to show that each and every night.
So they took the lead, like a 1-point lead there, like 13 minutes to go or whatever. You guys kind of got it going there. What was kind of the difference? And once you guys got the lead back, I guess you guys didn't want to give it back up.
Basketball is a game of runs, so we knew they were going to make their run. We just had to give our best counter for it, and that's what we did. And then as soon as we got the lead, we just didn't want to give it up again and just really tried to hone in on the defensive end just to win the game.
So what do you think of your big man? Keep hitting 3-pointers top of the key?
I seen him put in all the work, so I wouldn't expect nothing less from him.
They came at a good time for you guys.
Yes, sir.
How big a factor has John been, do you think, the last 2 games?
It's been, first God just really blessed him, but with me and him coming back from injuries, but John really blessed John. It's great having him back. He just brings a whole new type of energy. Just his vibe is just different for us, and I feel like that's what we needed in this point of the season, and it's very positive and allows us just to move forward even better than we were.
Langston, when y'all were kind of rehabbing together, I know you'd had yours quite a bit beforehand, but how much did his attitude or anything kind of motivate you, or how much did he help just being around you?
It helped. It helped a lot. Me and John, we would push each other on days that we just didn't feel like doing anything, or days that we were just, down. Me and John really became closer during that time.
Keyonte, you guys won the turnover battle again. It seems like over the last maybe 4+ weeks or so, you guys have done a really good job in that regard. What's been working on that, and how have you do that?
Coach Drew's done a good job in enforcing, taking care of the ball. And, y'all seen, early on, we was turning the ball over, giving points up in transition. And, first we emphasized getting back, and now we're emphasizing, playing off 2 feet, 2 hands. And, you stay ball strong and, just look for your teammates. And, it starts in practice, and, now the results are showing on the camera in the game. So, it's cool to see that it's finally, coming all together.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Got the tape recorder? All right, we're good. Well, it's typical Big 12 game, hard fought. Coming in, I knew we were going to get OU's A game. Same team that was up, 31 with 1:30 or something to go against Alabama. Porter's a great coach. You knew they'd be motivated, excited to play. And when you come off a game where there was so much emotion with John coming back, and we played so well in that second half, I was worried. And then when we lost LJ for second half, Caleb was battling something as well. So I thought it was a great team effort, and guys stepped up.
Different from the first game, you guys came out hot. But was that kind of a motivation, that first game?
Well, we came out hot, but the defense didn't come out hot. So, they run great stuff. They got a good offense, but we did a bad job keeping them out of the paint, and we were trading baskets rather than getting stops. And against Texas Tech, when we were able to get separation, we got stops. Every time we went on a run, we got stops. So, again, they really do a good job executing. They had great pace to it and what they did. But when you're coming out strong offensively, you got to come out strong defensively as well.
How big is it to get the win and move within a game of first place in this league?
A win is all that matters in the Big 12. So a good, bad, ugly, you can play well and get losses in this league. So, again, winning is what matters most. It was great. The crowd tonight, we needed that energy. I know the student section was tremendous. But again, that's also why the pavilion's going to be so nice on weekday games like this. It's a sellout, place is rocking. That's another 5 points.
Scott, how big was Langston? Really both halves, but particularly with LJ not able to go in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Langston, really efficient, everything but the free throw line. And other than that, he really stepped up and did a great job today. And that's why you got to have depth, because every day's not your day.
Scott, do you have an update on LJ? Is he okay?
Hopefully. Something with his foot.
John gave you another big lift, play more minutes this time. That's got to be great.
Yeah, it will. Flo was in foul trouble. John got in foul trouble, and I tell you, his 2 threes were really big. I thought we missed him a couple times in the first half, and again, not used to having a big that's open in space, and we'll do a better job hitting him. And I think that would have made it easier in that first half for us.
Scott, how big a difference does John make as a screener out there, setting screens for Adam and Keyonte?
Yeah, Flo and John are both very good screeners. So our guards are blessed to have 2 grown men that do a great job screening. I tell you what's great is they don't get tired, so now they can sprint into them, and I mean that's part of that rotation that led to a national championship.
Scott, y'all won the turnover battle again. I mean, it seems like over the last 4+ weeks or so, you guys have done that. Just how much does that translate to wins?
No question. I think when we did turn it over, a lot of them led to their transition points. So taking care of the basketballs, if you're going to be good defensively, that's the first step in it.
Coach, Flo and John both got in foul trouble early, but they were able to stay in the game despite being
Yeah.
3 fouls. Like, what was the message, not only playing defensively, but also staying aggressive?
Well, I think there's some freedom in knowing that you have a great replacement, you know? So, like, at the end of the day, you put those 2 and Josh. I mean, that's a 3-headed monster. So they can be aggressive. Hopefully, being experienced players, they know how to play with fouls, so that helps. But the fact that they know that if they do foul, they're not giving up anything easy because they got a great replacement.
Scott, you mentioned Caleb. Is his sickness or
Foot too. Yeah, I think we're going to get a couple pedicures. We'll get people right.
Is LJ's, is that related to his old injury? Or
No.
you don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what it was, otherwise I'd tell you. So, they tell me foot, not the same injury. That's all I got.
Okay.
But hopefully he'll be all right.
Okay.